figures, you know, you just grab them.
Okay.
So I'm over here at the Sunnybrae Mansion located in Milford, Delaware, and we're doing some baseline readings here. We got Melissa taking some digital photos, trying to capture any paranormal activity that may show up in the camera. And then we have our director who's working upstairs.
Yes, I am.
It's Joshua there.
I'm currently doing basically the HDMI 803 thermal imaging camera and a millimeter, which picks up hot electromagnetic fields using temperature, and also does EMF, and it also does REM pods. You can see at the top. That's going also. It's basically a 3.1 millimeter, and with the HDMI 03.
And he's got the body cam on there,
on.
doing some body cam footage. I'm going to be taking some thermal images myself, going from room to room.
And we'll pick up hot and cold things.
So let's see what could be captured here. I'm just going to go around and take some photos here.
I only had a little bit of an EMF spike near the windows. That's all I had so far in here.
So I'm going around now, taking some thermal images. And basically what we're looking for is hot and cold spots, or any kind of spirit entity that would want to appear and make itself known. But this place is really cool, as you can see. A lot of nice looking antiques. So you take a thermal picture right over there. What's really weird is that I'm getting some high thermal readings along this wall that I should not be getting at all. Unless there's some kind of heat source. Maybe they got the heater on. Okay, I can see. So there's the heater. And but for whatever reason, I'm getting really hot reading. Hey, Joshua.
You're getting a hot reading, are you?
Yeah, I'm getting a hot reading over here on this wall. And it doesn't make sense because, see right in this area right here?
Yeah.
See that? I'm going to take a picture of that. Whoops.
Oh, nice.
I hit the wrong button here. Okay, because if you look up here, if that's the heat source, that should be coming out in red also.
Yeah, and it's cold in here.
And it is cold. So Joshua is getting a high thermal reading against the wall where the curio cabinet is.
Okay. I'll be right over here in a second. You know what, come down to
And it shouldn't be at all, Josh, because there's no heat source right there in that area.
take a look.
There is by the window. There's some heat coming by the window I could see, by the door.
Right.
But there shouldn't be any high reading right here where I'm at right now.
Where you at right now?
Okay, so if you come over here,
Are you towards the, you're looking at the
let
bus?
me show you. Okay, look right in this area right here.
At the,
See this? How it's high?
yes.
Right there, it's showing 70.1.
Yeah.
Now, when you go, if the heat source is coming from here,
From the vent.
then you're not. It's basically you're not. It does not shown in the red here as
Right.
being hot. So how's it's hotter right here? It seems like. See,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure that out.
I think that's the only thing I can think. I don't think the heat's on in this house right now, so it can't be.
Yeah, but see now, look, Josh. If I go by the window here, right? See this?
Yes, sir.
The temperature dropped down to 61. See this?
Oh, yeah.
See that? It's 62, 61. So it's cold in here. Now go back to this wall. It should be cold over here too. There, it's hotter right here, so you're getting a hotter reading right in this area.
Right. Oh yeah, I noticed it's 70 point, mine's like 62.59. And my temperature's down, look at the millimeter, you see that too. Mine's a... We are here in Sunnybrae Mansion in one of the third floor rooms, and now we're getting ready to run a dowsing rod session with Mr. Rick Warner, the lead investigator, tech manager, and director of client relations. Mr. Warner, could you please explain what you're doing for our viewers?
Yeah, so what I'm doing here is I'm using some copper dowsing rods, and there you could see that there is a tube of LED lights.
Okay.
They're all lit up, so the LED light runs through the tube to make it more visual. Because if I was just using a regular copper dowsing rods, they would be a little bit harder to pick up as far as video recording. So anyway, that's what's happening here. And what we're doing here is we're going to ask questions to any spirits that could be in this room or in this house and see what kind of activity we have. So I'll start first and we could take turns asking some questions. So my first question is, so during the interview, it was told to me that there were some spirits that were opening and closing doors, making that kind of noise, or opening and closing windows. If there's any spirits here in this room or house that did that, please cross the dowsing rods forward. There we
That was
go.
a quick response.
Thank you.
Yes,
Can you reset the dowsing rods back to the starting point, please? Set them back. Thank you. If there's more than one spirit in this room, please cross the dowsing rods forward. If there's only one spirit, there's my
Yeah,
answer.
they can't wait.
They're fast. Okay,
Yeah.
well, thank you for the quick response. I can feel a lot of energy traveling.
Yeah,
through
there's
these.
a lot.
Please reset the dowsing rods back to the starting point. Thank you. If there's more than two spirits present in this room, please cross the dowsing rods forward. If no, cross them towards my back.
Wow, that's strong.
More than one spirit. More than two, I'm sorry.
That's very strong. Look at that,
Wow.
it's a clear, instant, strong
Please
response.
reset the
Yeah.
dowsing rods back to the starting point. If there's more than 5 spirits in this room, that's a lot of spirits, please cross the dowsing rods forward.
Oh,
Doesn't take long.
Oh.
Boom.
Wow.
yeah, I believe it.
Can you please reset them forward, please? Thank you. Okay. If there's any spirits present in this room that does not want to be known, okay, I'll rephrase the question. If there's any spirits that does not want us to be here in this room or conducting any investigation, please cross these rods towards my shoulder.
Wow, those look like they want us here. Thank you for letting us come in your home.
Actually, they're trying to. They don't want us here.
That's a no.
They don't want us here.
Now, that could it could be just one spirit though.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you please reset the dowsing rods back to the beginning, please? Can you please move it back? Come on. Reset the other one too. There's one. Can you please reset the other dowsing rod, please? Thank you. Okay. My next question is, in this home, is there wow, it's going crazy. Is there a maid here that is in this house wearing some Victorian style clothing? If so, yes. If it's yes, cross the dowsing rods forward.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Very strong. Very strong, yes. That's amazing.
I picked her up as soon as.
Can you
got in
please
here.
reset the dowsing
Yes.
rods back?
Yep.
Okay, so who else would like to ask some questions?
Oh, ask one. If you are if the lobbyist from the DuPont set lived here, could Could you please cross the rods forward for yes? If the owner that built this house, Mr. Monk here, is his spirit here, could you please cross the rods for you? Strong yes. Wow.
Wow. Wow, it even reset them back without even asking. Any other questions?
Is the second owner of Sunnybrae here with us today? The second owner of this wonderful place, not the Mr. McCauley or the first owner, is the second owner of Sunnybrae spirit here.
Okay, it looks like a no.
Yeah, I wasn't picking up on, yeah.
If, can one spirit, if there's a spirit sitting on the bed, can you please point to where the bed is? If there's a spirit sitting on the bed, please point to where the bed is.
That's a
I believe
strong yes. Wow, look at that.
I believe it.
Oh, it went a
And
little
look-
wild. I don't know if that was a no or
And mind
what.
you, look how steady his
We'll
hands
try
are.
that again because I'm not sure if that was a no because the other one moved to no. Okay, now just using one dowsing rod. We're not going to use the left one, just the right one here. If there is a spirit that is near the bed or sitting on the bed, can you please move the dowsing rod to that direction?
Whoa, and mind you, he's not
And
even
there's the
moving his hand.
bed. You want a camera over where that bed is? Show that.
Yes.
And that's exactly where this dowsing rod is pointing, right there at that bed.
Great shot. I got
There
a
you
great
go.
shot. Showing the dowsing rod and the other.
Yeah.
That was good.
See in the green, basically, as they say.
Yeah.
It's a certain tribute to a
Melissa,
certain
do you have
person.
any questions?
The Victorian woman, well, the woman wearing the Victorian dress, who I feel is very, very strong up here. Is your name Jane? Is that you? Please cross the rods if your name is Jane.
No. Doesn't look like it.
Okay, so it's not her. That's not Jane. Okay, that's not who I'm saying. Okay, are you happy? I'm a medium. Are you happy that I'm here? That I'm picking up on you? Please cross the rods if you're okay with me picking up on you. That I know you're here.
Yes.
Okay. You're
Yes,
happy
sure.
that I'm tuning into you. Okay. Good.
Please reset the dowsing rods forward.
Awesome job.
Were you from the 1800s? Please cross the rods if you lived during the 1800s.
Who are we speaking? Identify who you're
Okay,
speaking to.
the woman who in the Victorian dress who I'm tuning into. We understand you're not Jane. Did you live here during the 1800s? Please cross the rods if you lived here during the 1800s. Okay,
Yes.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Wow, there we go. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe there was a property before this one that was
Yeah.
built, like a land built, like, you know,
Well, yeah, and that's what I was saying before because when I asked you that question, I said, could a spirit from another
Time.
era, or not necessarily a spirit that passed
Lived.
away here at the house,
right.
or is connected some way to the
Someone that
house,
lived-
come as a visitor?
Yes.
Someone that could have lived on the land before Sunnybrae.
Yeah,
Yes.
So- so-
She.
I'm sure
she's-
there was something here. I'll have to ask
I'm
Mr.
sure it's
McCauley.
possible.
Yes.
Because think if you have like Indian burial ground,
Yes.
or who's to say what was, somebody could have lived here before the house was even built, another property at one
That's
time.
right.
I'll ask Mr. McCauley about that when I get a chance, when he
Yeah,
comes by.
because I'm really tuning into her. She's very, very active in here, very active, and I wonder if that is who, people have seen who've lived here over the years.
Okay, now we're gonna have a little fun here, okay? All right, I'm gonna point, I have the dowsing rods pointed in this direction. Okay, so can you please point, using the dowsing rods, to where Joshua is? The male with the camera behind me, can you please point to where he is?
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Wow, look at that, right at me.
Yep, that's it. It's got it right on him. Can you please reset?
Can I ask a question? Could you please point to where our psychic medium case manager
Oh,
and
hold on, okay. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
could you please point to where our psychic medium case manager and Melissa Ferrazano is, please? Whoa. Look at that. That was strong. Strong, yes.
Oh, wow. Wow. So the spirit knows who
It
we
knows
are.
exactly who we are.
Yeah.
Can you please reset forward, please? Wow, thank you. Well, that's good for that, I think.
Yeah,
What have we
definitely.
cut there?
See in the green.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are here in the basement, and we are at the Sunnybrae Mansion. I'm here with Melissa Ferranzano, our psychic medium for the team, and we're conducting the Chairs Warner Spirit Box session, and we're going to do it a couple different ways today. And what we're trying to do is we're going to be using a AM/FM radio that
Actually,
is going to be sweeping. Okay, it's actually on right now.
and yes, I also want to make a comment that this is the debut of the new PSP7 Pro, and now you guys can see that right there. I'll do a quick little, I'm going to turn the backlight on just for a minute so people can see it. This is the debut of the PSP7 Pro. It has an interface just like the Mel meter. So this is the debut of that new piece of equipment. We also have Mr. Warner here, and we have also some new stuff, new devices. Mr. Warner, could you explain what you're using?
Yeah, so let me, anyway, that's kind of like what I just started to do. Okay, so we are conducting the Chairs Warner Spirit Box session, like I was saying, and the idea is to use the AM/FM channel and asking questions to the spirits and asking them for answers. We're also using a psychic medium who is going to channel any spirits that may be in this room who want to communicate with her and give her answers as we ask the questions. We're going to be using headphones. She will not be able to hear any of the questions we're asking.
Okay.
And also, we're going to use the Delco glasses.
Okay, and what exactly are the Delco
The Delco glasses are based on the Delco experiment, where there's a little bit of deprivation that goes on.
Okay.
You're kind of disoriented and really can't focus on things too much, but she will not be able to see anything other than yellow-colored light. Okay, so I'm going to turn these on. We're going to get the. Let's go ahead and do the goggles first.
Yeah, and then I'll put the headphones on.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these on you.
Oh, these look super cool. These look really cool in the lighting. Oh, they look so cool.
Does that feel okay on you?
Yeah, they need to be pulled down on my eyes. a little
Okay,
more. Here
let's
we
pull
go.
that down.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we'll pull it back.
Hey Rick, look at this.
Yeah, that's
look at the
great.
color of the Delco glasses and the PSP7 Pro. Look at the colors. They're the same.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tuck this behind you like this, okay?
Okay,
So actually, I'm going to clip it on right here,
okay,
just like that. Okay,
Okay.
is that all right?
yeah.
Hey Rick,
Or is that pulling down too
Oh,
much?
no, it's fine.
Okay.
I will make one comment really quick. To notice the color of the PSP7 Pro matches the Delco glasses. Look at the colors of the Pro and the...
Yeah, I
What
can
if-
see that. Okay, now we're going to put on
Headphones?
the headphones. We're going to go on next.
Love
So
this.
she will not be able to hear what we're saying.
We need an EMF meter. Do we have one down here?
What?
An EMF meter?
Yeah, I have one with me. But these are, I got to adjust
Yeah,
these.
they
They're too
wound
loose
up
for
like
her.
they wound up like,
They're too loose. She's got a
Yeah.
little head. These things.
How do you like them, Melissa? Are they...
they're cool, yeah.
Okay, this should be better now. Those were way too loose. How's that?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, does that feel okay?
Yeah,
Okay. So what we're gonna do that. I'm gonna also turn on my K2 meter.
Awesome. And what does that do, Mr. Warner?
That measures EMF, electronic magnetic fields.
Okay.
So we're gonna leave this on to see if we get any spikes while
Okay.
this is going on.
Beautiful. Great job.
I'm gonna
Awesome
set
job.
this down on the ground right here.
Okay. So that's the 8+1 and it picks up different levels of EMF.
Yeah, and then also I'm gonna turn on my digital recorder.
Okay. Very
So as we ask any questions,
This is talking about taking spirit communication to another level, guys, with the new Delco glasses, the debut of the PSP7 Pro. In the future, we'll put in the ADFP processor in the near future, but for now, we'll integrate the portal box in the ADFP Pro and the later on. But now we're going to look at the Delco glasses, and this is going to take our spirit communication to another level. Melissa is able to tap into the spirit world with these Delco glasses and the PSP7 Pro. And mind you guys, she cannot hear us and she cannot see us.
so now I have the digital recorder on, so we're able to record some of the conversation, the questions that we're asking her. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set this down. Actually, I'm gonna set this over here a little bit so it's not too close to the meter. Okay, so that's going right now. And we're also using crystal energy. So there's a crystal skull right here,
Oh, very cool.
which I don't know how well you'll be able to pick that up.
Yes.
But there's a skull there that's in my hand made out of crystal.
Very cool.
She's going to be holding that to help channel.
Awesome.
And make sure is this too loose for you? Is that why you're holding on to it?
Yeah, they wound up a little loose. Yeah.
Let me fix that. for you.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
they-
Melissa-
Sometimes we just have to make an adjustment
Yeah.
here.
And Ms.
Yeah,
Ferrazano, are you hoping to eventually learn how to take classes in channeling? Do you think hopefully we can get you some teaching from Julian Leak or Sybil Leak's son? Might have some books of Sybil's old books where she could tap into the spirit world. I think you definitely have that ability, like Sybil, to be able to
Oh,
tap into
yeah.
the channeling techniques.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think-
I would love to do that for sure.
Hopefully find you some books on that Sybil had wrote about back when she worked with Dr. Hans Holzer.
Yes.
And I think Julian's got some of his mom's old books signed, so I'll try to get you some, so we can.
That would be
I'm
great.
just going to tighten this up a little bit here.
Yeah.
And we're going to make it so it's not quite too loose for Melissa.
And mind you guys, this is the improved version of the Estes method. This is much better than what's on television, the traditional Estes method. We're adding in the
Let's see how
PSP7
this
Pro.
feels on you.
We're adding in the Delco glasses. We're adding in the voice recorders. We're adding in.
That's
you
much better.
see, we add the EMF
Is
meters.
that better?
Yep, that's
Okay.
perfect.
The Chairs Water method is probably the best method of the most advanced version of spirit communication in the
Yeah,
paranormal
that's
investigation
perfect.
field.
I'm going to hook this in the back.
Okay.
I don't mean to pull your hair.
No, you didn't pull my hair. You're good.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, now I can
That's
put
just-
these on.
Then we're going to put the headphones back on.
Yeah, that's much better.
And we'll be ready
Yeah.
to go here.
They seemed okay, and then we put everything on. I'm like, this is loose.
Yeah, well, at least now we know how they have. We'll pre-check them and make sure he's adjusted.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now she has the Delco glasses on, and she cannot see us. She cannot hear any questions we're asking.
Very cool.
So we're going to take turns asking questions. And
Sure.
Joshua, why don't you go ahead and go first and ask any questions to Melissa?
Sure.
And Melissa will just channel
All right.
any energy.
Let's do this on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Are there any spirits here right now? End.
Hi.
Speaking. Who is here with us right now? End.
There are two of us.
Wow.
It's really cold to me right now.
Tell me more.
Speaking. Are you one of the servants that lived in this house at one time? Are you the one that's been haunting this basement area? End.
My memories.
Speaking. What memories do you have being down here while alive? End.
Give her a little more time to answer. Speaking.
I'm listening.
Speaking. You're listening. Are you okay? Do you feel comfortable with us being here down in the basement, asking you questions? And
They took my photo.
Speaking. What photo did they take? End.
I'm wearing a hat.
speaking, you're wearing a hat. What kind of hat are you wearing? What time period is this?
A wrap.
Speaking, what's a wrap? And
Speaking, are you happy that we're here with you tonight? End.
Today,
speaking, is there anything you feel that you need us to know that you want to tell us? And
I sang.
Wow. Speaking.
Sorry.
That's great. What did you sing? And
Lullabies.
Speaking. Did you actually play the piano upstairs and sing hymns and play the pianos in the music area of this house? And
Bring me home.
speaking, when you sang, did you sing in a church? And
Hymns.
wow.
speaking. What was your favorite hymn? Was it Amazing Grace? And
True.
Wow. That's a great answer, man. You can't hear
It's
words.
freezing.
Speaking, yes, it's cold down here. And why don't you cut it right there, and then we'll go ahead and try it with the... So right now we're going to do the second part of the Chairs Warner Spirit Box session. And we're down here in the basement with Melissa Pranzano, our psychic medium. And she's going to be communicating with the spirit world. And we're going to ask questions. She's connected to an AM, FM type
PF7
radio, the PF7 Pro. And it's going to be sweeping through the FM channels. She has headphones on connected to the device, so she can hear the music that's coming into her ears. She hears the AM, FM sweep, or the FM sweep. But she will not hear the questions we're asking because the volume is set loud enough that she cannot hear the questions we're asked. And she's not looking directly at us, so she cannot see our lips and exactly what we are asking. So she's also holding a crystal skull on her body to help give her more energy, help to hone the energy and give her more clarity. And also she's going to be using a scrying mirror to look into, to gaze into the mirror for things that we're going to pick up.
what exactly is a scrying mirror, Mr. Warner? If you could describe it.
Well, basically what it is, you could have scrying, you could have different types of scrying devices. You could scry into, different objects, certain things like a fire, you could scry into fire, things like that. And basically what you're doing is you're just using that to invite any kind of spirit to come into the object, such as the scrying mirror. And then she could describe any kind of visions or anything that she feels is coming to that object. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. Joshua, why don't you go ahead and start asking some questions?
Sure. Is there anybody here with us right now? And
Modern times.
Speaking, what do you mean about modern times? And
speaking, did you die on this property in the 1900s? And
It's cloudy out.
this morning was foggy.
speaking, yes, it has been cloudy out lately. So can you tell us something about yourself? And
My hair.
speaking, what about your hair? And
My hair is dark.
Speaking, are you the wife of the founder of this wonderful mansion? And Speaking, were you a servant here? And
I tended the children. Where are they?
speaking, the children have grown up or either passed away, went into heaven to be with the Lord. And
The cradle. What's going on now?
speaking, we're conducting a spirit box session so you can communicate with us from beyond the grave and let us know your story and how we can remember you. And
Speaking, we just heard a sound. It was coming down the hallway in the basement. I heard that too.
It was one.
Speaking, what was one? What was that noise?
It was there on the couch.
walk down there.
Wow.
We hear them.
Are you here with me right now?
So Joshua just went down to go and investigate where that noise is coming from.
This is you, the servant lady. Could you please talk to me?
Speaking,
Are you here?
do you know what spirit was that made that noise?
The servant that's been seen down here? Can you communicate with me, please?
It was little.
It's little.
I want to talk to you, and I hear your virtue. I want to let you know I'm here, I'm welcome, and thankful. Thank you for letting me come in your home. This is your house, not mine. We're grateful we're here. Thank you.
What you had on back, bro? So we don't get her confused.
Who is there?
It's me, Joshua, founder of Phantom Detectives, and I'm here to remember you. And speaking, we want your story to be told. And
Do you know how many spirits are present here in this basement? And
I can't be without them.
speaking, who can't you be without? The children?
They're small.
speaking, did you used to babysit them in the nursery? And
Where'd I go?
Speaking, you're here down in the basement with us.
What day is it?
Speaking, today is Saturday, and
speaking, do you want us to remember you and your story here? And
The beach.
speaking, what about the beach? I know we're not far from the beach. Did you used to hang around the beach? And
The horses.
speaking, what about horses? And
speaking, do you have a message for the current owners, the Macaulays here? And
My blue dress.
Speaking, what about your blue dress? Are you wearing a blue dress now? And
Sarah.
Speaking, are you the servant down here that's your name, Sarah? And
Yes.
speaking, it's a pleasure to meet you, Sarah. And thank you for allowing us to ask you questions today. I know, I felt that too. All of a sudden it got real cold. Yeah. Man, I could feel it.
Wednesday.
Speaking, what about Wednesday?
He was signing a contract.
speaking, was the contract for the work with the DuPont family end?
Good question. Speaking.
Quiet.
Speaking. You want us to be quiet?
What do you have to say?
Speaking. It's more about what you have to tell us. Whatever you feel you want to say to us to share your story.
Nobody's here.
Yeah.
Speaking, was that you that set that noise off? Could you do that again, for us, please? End.
Yeah, I heard that.
Let me know.
Speaking, yes, please do that again. End.
Speaking. Can you set off that K2 meter down here?
It's the
Oh,
same.
whoa, look at that.
Oh my God, look at that, that's insane.
Wow. I just asked a question
And the K2 meter is spiking.
on the K. Normally I don't interrupt the session question answering, but I got to tell you guys, I just asked,
Look at that.
I asked it to set off, can you set off the K2 meter, and it's going nuts.
Could you please set that off again for us and try to get as high as you can get it to let us know you're here, please? We would really, really appreciate if you could get this as high as you can get it for us. If you can,
Done.
could you make another noise for us, please? Speaking, could you please make another noise down here? Anything you could do to set something off or like to let us know you're here. End.
That thing just went off like crazy. Speaking, whoever set off this EMF meter, can you do that again? You set that off rather quick. Appreciate that. Can you do it one more time? Wow, that was crazy. The thing totally went wild.
Home.
Speaking, do you feel at home down here in the basement? End.
Okay, so we are now conducting a pendulum session here with the spirits, and we're going to try to get some answers, yes or no answers, using the pendulum. This is an amethyst pendulum I'm using, and I just want to direct the spirits, let them know which way yes is forward and back, which is this way. If I swing it this way, that's yes, and then no is this way, from left to right, okay? So Joshua, or or actually Melissa is going to do some, what do you call it, psychometry?
Yes.
Using a picture that's on the wall. There's Melissa over there with the
Yep.
picture.
She's also our case manager and psychic medium. Melissa, could you explain what psychometry is for our viewers?
So psychometry is basically, to put it simply, you're touching an object. It could be any object. It could be a picture. It could be a rail. It could be absolutely anything, a piece of jewelry. And what you're doing is you're seeing what impressions that you're getting from that object. What you're tuning into, what images you're receiving, anything you are picking up psychically from touching a particular object. So that is what I'm going to do when I'm touching this picture. I'm going to see what images I'm getting from this particular picture of this gentleman.
Okay.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is then, so you'll ask a question. It's gonna be a yes or no answer, and we're gonna see how the spirit world responds using the pendulum.
Okay. And you want me to ask the question based on what I'm picking up on
Yes.
touching the
Yeah,
picture?
so it has to be a yes or no answer.
Okay. Okay. So, is this the gentleman who lived here in the 1930s, the prominent businessman I'm picking up on?
If the answer is yes, move the pendulum forward and back. If the answer is no, move it left to right. Don't be afraid to move the pendulum.
Starting to swing now. Starting to move. I see it moving a little bit now. Starting to do a little bit. There it
Okay,
goes.
is that a no answer? Okay. That's a no. Took a while to warm up. Okay, thank you for your response. Can you make it stop at the center now that you've got a chance to try it out? Thank you.
What are you picking up on, Melissa?
So, I'm picking up on this particular gentleman. Did you wear a top hat often?
If you wore a top hat often, move the pendulum forward and back. If no, move it left to right.
Which way to go? Whoa, that's a strong.
It's a no.
That's a strong no. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now stop.
Let's ask another question. Did you live at one point on this property?
Did you live here on this property, the person in the picture? Did you live here at one point? If the answer is yes, forward and back. If the answer is no, left to right.
Looks like it's going yes. Kind of hard to see from my vantage point.
It's no, actually.
Okay.
All right, let me try something now a little bit different. So it's already been established that there's one or more spirits. There's actually probably about 5 spirits here in this room from what we picked up earlier. If you're still standing true to that, if there's 5 spirits here, please move the pendulum forward and back.
Oh yeah, that's strong. Look at that.
Wow. That is a strong yes.
Yes.
Now, can you please make the pendulum stop in the middle? Thank you. Wow, look how well it worked for me. Thank you very much. Let's see, in this house, as far as spirits go, are there more than 10 spirits in this house? If the answer is yes, can you move it forward and back? If no, left to right. No. Okay, that's a no answer. Thank you. If there's more than 7 spirits in this house, please move the pendulum to yes. If no, move it to no. More than 7 spirits. That's a no.
Wow.
Thank you. So I think it's pretty safe to say there's probably 5 spirits in this house.
Wow.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, it's because when we asked the questions before with the dowsing rods, the response we're gonna get, let's try one little experiment here too. So, okay, so any one of these spirits in here wanna try this with me? That would be great. Can you take the pendulum and move it counterclockwise in a circle? I'm sorry, clockwise, like a clock. Wow, that's great. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not doing that. Wow, that's great. Okay, can you make the pendulum stop in the center, please? Now, can you move it the opposite direction? Do it counterclockwise. Move the pendulum counterclockwise, please.
Oh yeah.
You guys saw, I'm not doing that.
Oh,
That's not me.
strong yes. Look at that, swinging really off the charts. Look at that. Look at that. And your hand's solid too. I've noticed that. It's like the energy's traveling
That's
within your
strong,
arms.
man. Now we're gonna really have some fun now. Let's see if this works. Good. And I thank the spirits in here for
Yes.
allowing us, working with us and being so generous with your time and using your energy, which I could feel the whole energy in this room going above me. But I'm going to hold these pendulums like this towards the camera. And I'm going to ask any spirits in this room to move both these pendulums at the same time in circles.
Wow.
Can you move the other pendulum, please?
I heard a bang downstairs.
Yeah,
I heard a bang.
I did too.
Anybody here?
Can you move the other pendulum? One spirit, pick up the other pendulum, make it move, please. It seems to be favoring this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to try the tiger's eye. It always seems like I've had more responses
response to
with the
that.
amethyst than the tiger's eye.
Yeah.
But let's try the tiger's eye. So any spirit in here who wants to do this for us, can you please move this tiger eye pendulum in a circle? There we go.
Clear yes. Clear yes.
It just, you know what it came down to? It favored the other one.
I was thinking we should cut through this.
Spirit or more than one spirit.
The battery is getting low on your camera, Rick.
Okay, can you stop there? Not you, but the pendulum. Okay, can you move the pendulum in the opposite direction?
Oh yeah, look at that swinging.
Look at that, Melissa.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Wow. Little cockeyed here and there, but that's pretty good though.
I love our t-shirts,
Yeah.
Melissa.
They are.
But it goes to show you, like,
Yes.
you know, it seems to favor the amethyst, but then when I switch to the tiger's eye, I think once it warmed up to it a little bit,
Did you guys want me to cut here?
it gave it
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're doing now is basically a spirit die session with our psychic medium, Melissa Verrazano, and we are located here at the Sunnybrae Mansion located in Milford, Delaware. We're actually up on the 3rd floor, and there's been a lot of paranormal activity that's been reported by previous owners and the current owners. So now what we're going to do is Melissa's going to ask some questions and throw out the dice and see what kind of answers we're getting.
Yes. So I grabbed a handful of dice that had called to me. There really is no correct way to do this. However you feel called, you know, I feel that what you pull, it's going to be the message that you're meant to receive. So I pulled a handful of dice and given them a shake, and let's see what messages the spirits may have for us. Sometimes it's names, sometimes it's phrases, sometimes I may need to take, you know, a few minutes and move them around to see what it is that they may be trying to tell us. So it could take, you know, a few minutes before we officially, you know, find a word. So it's okay to flip them around if need be. So we're just saying if there's something that they may be trying to tell us. And I like how this little heart showed up. So when the heart shows up, that shows to me that it's a welcoming message. You know, they're happy that we're here. They're happy to communicate with us. So I look at that as a positive sign. So I'm just going to see if there is something that they are trying to say to us. And it could, again, you know, it could take a minute.
Is there any chance that a spirit or spirits could actually move one of the dice to flip over to a certain letter? Does that ever happen?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. It's it could anything's possible. And so I would not be surprised. Yep. So, yeah. So it could certainly, you know, take a moment here. Let's see. I'm just seeing what letters we have. It's almost like you know, Scrabble.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, there's really no.
Let's see if we can get a tighter shot on that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so it could take a minute here.
Now, does it help if you shake up the bag or shake them in your hand and then throw them out?
Yeah, that is what I did. I did give it a good shake, and I did throw it out. So, being that there's a lot of letters on the dice, that does give us things to work with. So, it's funny because I am picking up on a word that it's psychically coming to mind, and I wonder if it's going to spell it out. And the word is sunny for Sunnybrae. So I don't know, you know, if the letters are going to, you know, to show up, but that's like psychically the word that I'm picking up on that the spirits want me to spell out. So even if it's like a portion of the word, sun came up. So
Yeah, because there wouldn't be enough dice to make those two words. Or
Yeah.
Make that the one long word.
Exactly. So yeah, but that's kind of it's the word that I that's coming to mind. Like the spirits want to want me to spell out Sunnybrae. You know, if that's even an option. Yeah. So I'm just saying real quick. Sometimes psychically the word will come to me. Even if it was like a portion of the word.
Maybe if we ask it to spell a name.
Yeah.
Give us a name.
Yes.
And feel free to take another throw if you want to give it another
Yeah.
throw. And maybe if we both ask it together, it will try to give us some kind of a name of a person that's in this room.
Yes. Let me just see real quick.
Must be hard to see them in the light too. It's
Yeah, and again, it could take
not
a
real bright in here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I there was another thing that was coming to mind that, I'm just seeing if there's,
If any spirits that are in this room right now, I just ask that you could help Melissa out and give her some kind of a name. Or if you feel like you want to, feel free to set up that cat.
yeah, I'm gonna give it one more
Sitting up
shake
there.
because I feel like there's two things that are coming to mind, and sometimes we may need to even throw all the dice out. There's things that are coming to mind here. So it wants me to spell out Sunnybrae, and there's also one more. When you said a name, there's two. Okay,
Do you think it would make a difference holding the pendulum in one hand? I don't know if it would give, holding that amethyst, I don't know if that would make a difference or not. But.
Yeah, no, because I'm psychically. What's happening is the spirits are telling me psychically what words to spell out. So I feel that, again,
It's coming out with Sunnybrae.
it would want Sunnybrae, but then there's also there's also a name that I'm getting that I need. There's one particular letter to finish the name, and there's a name, and it's also Sunnybrae. So
To the spirit that's communicating with Melissa right now, can you assist her with the dice and help her find the dice she needs to make the name you're trying to be known?
let me just see real quick.
Is that Sunny, the first line of?
It wants me to
Once you have
spell
together?
Edward.
Oh, Edward.
It wants me to spell Edward.
Which one's Edward? The one that you already have lined up?
Yep.
Okay, that's Edward. All right.
Yeah.
If there's, is there an Edward here present? If there is, can you give us a knock, make a noise in this room, or even set that cat off?
Maybe I could stop at Ed, but I'm turning into the word Edward. I'm tuning into the word Edward. So I'm just going to take another moment and spell out a couple words that I'm feeling here that need to be spelled out. So this is what's happening here. Psychically, there's words that are coming to me, and I'm using the dice to, yeah. So it's just one more minute.
The other thing I could do too, and I don't know, I'm not sure if this will help you or work or not, I could have you hand you the pendulum, and you can hold it over the dice for confirmation, if you think that would help.
Yeah, let me just try. Okay, I am just about done here. Okay. I think I think it's what it's trying to do. It's trying to have me spell out Sunnybrae, and Edward is, even if it's ed, we'll stop with ed. Edward may not allow me to. The dice may not have the letters necessary. I'm sorry,
But
available.
you're picking up Edward.
I'm picking up on Edward. So we're going to stop at Ed, and I'm picking up on Sunnybrae. There we go. That's what I was. Yeah, there we go. That's what the spirits wanted me to communicate. So that's what I got here.
So what I was gonna say is too, if you wanted to try this, let's see. what
Hey,
you-
Joshua,
You want to, you want to try the pendulum in your hand and see if you can get a confirmation using this? See if that helps you.
okay,
And ask it, whatever direction you want it to move. That's correct.
okay.
I love calling these Christmas lights. That's what they remind me of.
Oh, okay. Hey, Joshua, I spelled, I wanted to spell Ed, Ed for Edward, and I spelled out Sunnybrae.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, because the spirits were communicating with me what words to spell out here. So,
Okay. Anyway, hear this right now. Could
You-
please
you
set
try-
those lights off?
Try the pendulum for confirmation.
okay. If Edward is here, if this is you,
Whoa.
you wanted me to spell out your name. I know we were missing that D, but you wanted me to spell out Edward. I got Ed. Can you swing the pendulum clockwise?
There you go. Yep, that's exactly what it's doing. You can see it, it's getting stronger too. Yeah. That's definitely a confirmation right there.
I got Ed.
We've got
Ed
activity on this steps already, guys.
really, I'm getting a very strong pendulum response.
Whoa!
Did you want me to spell out Sunnybrae? Edward, if this is you, or if it's any spirits that are trying to communicate with me, I was to spell out Ed
Body camera.
and Sunnybrae. Is that you connecting with me to spell out Sunnybrae? Please swing the pendulum clockwise again. If I was meant to spell out Sunnybrae.
Crazy.
Can you make it stronger? So it's a confirmation. If you were connecting with me to spell out Sunnybrae.
We got activity on the stairs too.
Wow.
It's swinging. Is it a circle? Yeah, it is. It's doing something.
So I was meant to spell out Edward and Sunnybrae.
Like some of these ones up here. Whoa!
Yeah, and it's
Holy
getting
shit.
stronger.
Guys, holy shit! So I asked the spirit, right?
Okay, hold
So-
on.
Yeah.
Do that again for me, please.
Hold that thought, Joshua.
Sure.
We're just
Set that
recording
up again?
something.
Okay.
That's
So
a strong yes.
yes. So okay. So this time around, each time I work with the dice, it could be a little bit different. So this time around, I was to pull all the dice, and the spirits were communicating with me to move the letters to spell out certain words. So Ed for Edward and Sunnybrae, I got the confirmation that this is what I was to spell out. This is how the spirits were communicating with me.
Please do that for me again, please.
So
This is Joshua from Phantom Detectives LLC. We are here in the Edward Monk room, who is the founder of Sunnybrae Mansion. We're getting ready to conduct a EVP session we call Phantom Time. This is where you allow the phantoms to speak to us through our digital recorders. We're each going to take turns asking a set of questions, and we're going to play this back and review this later to see what we capture on our digital recorders. So the phantoms tonight are going to come out to us and communicate. So we also got an 8+1 EMF meter, which is basically it goes up to 2,000 milligauss in our digital recorders, and each of us are going to rotate and ask a question, much like they do on Ghost Adventures, but our EVP session is better because we're adding the voice recorder. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, we're going to start recording, and I'm going to begin with the first question, guys. Is there any spirits here that would like to communicate with me? And
is the woman's spirit who I was tuning into with the Victorian dress here in this room with us? And
How many spirits are present here in this room right now? And is Mr. DuPont here in this room? And
speaking, if this is Mr. Monk Davis, could you please make a bang, or could you please set off this EMF meter, or if you have any messages for us before we leave tonight, could you please speak now or forever hold your peace? End.
Spike. Okay, we just got a high spike. What is it, Josh?
Went up to, it looked right around the orange, it went to 40 milligauss.
Okay, we went to 40 milligauss. Wow, that's incredible. So basically what's happening, everybody, we invited a spirit to trigger the electromagnetic field device, and we just got a high spike.
Speaking, is there somebody named Edward who lived here before? And
Mr. DuPont, speaking, Mr. DuPont, if that was you that set off the EMF meter, could you do that for us again? And
Speaking, Mr. Monk Davis, could you please set that EMF meter on for us or speak into our digital recorders? We would really like to talk to you tonight and basically pay tribute to your memory. If you have any messages for the current owners, Mr. McCauley, please speak into these recorders or set that EMF meter off as high as you can. Please. Thank you. End. Stomach.
speaking, did someone who lived here in the past like to sing hymns or sing in church? Did you like to play the piano downstairs? And
speaking, is there a butler who was seen to be here in this mansion at one time, and he actually, as it was stated, he appeared coming through the wall and walked over to the window, and one of the guests here had seen, I think it was either a guest or a person that just lived here at the house at the time, had seen him go to the window, and then he went back and disappeared inside the wall. Is that butler here with us in this house? And
Speaking, do you feel connected to this place? That you're still haunting here? End.
was there a servant speaking? Was there a servant here named Jane who lived here in the past? And
speaking, are there any spirits here that don't want us to be here conducting this investigation? If you're not okay with us being here, please let us know through our digital recorders, or make some kind of sound, a banging noise here in this room that we all can hear. And
is that you, Rick? Is that putting your foot against it?
huh?
was that your phone? We heard a bang.
I don't know, maybe could
Yeah,
be.
it sounded like him.
Yeah. Speaking, how long have you been here? End.
Speaking, did you set our equipment off earlier? that colorful piece of equipment, the lantern, and
Speaking, please tell us your name. What is your name? Who's present with us in this room right now? And
Speaking, how many spirits are in this place, are haunting this house? Is there any basically that have a message for us tonight? And
I'm going to pass right now.
speaking, what was the name of the original person who built a property? I know who it is, but I want to hear it from you. Who's the one who started the original building of this product? Under what family name? And
speaking, how long have you haunted this place? And
Speaking, was there horses on this property at one point in time? And
speaking, so earlier today when we did the Chairs Warner Spirit Box session with our psychic medium, we were getting picked up. She mentioned singing and hymns. Who was the lady who was singing hymns? What was your name? And
speaking, what is your favorite thing about this house that makes you want to keep coming back here? And
speaking, do you like when guests come to stay at this home? And
speaking, it's been said that there's been apparitions that have been seen at this house by some of the guests that have stayed here. Is this true? And
speaking, what was your favorite thing to do in life while living here? And
pass.
speaking, who is the gentleman that's laying on the bed right now? Can you tell me his name? And I don't know if I would put the shoes on the bed.
speaking, what is your name? And
Speaking, were the spirits who were trying to communicate with me today, well, let me ask you this. Were you happy that I was trying to communicate with you, that I was tuning into you, and I was seeing you? And
Pass.
Speaking. Do you have any message for the DuPont family or the Monk Davis family while if you're living here? End.
Pass.
What do you think? You want to call it?
I want to end it here. So this is your last chance to say anything. Do you have any last words before we stop this session and Phantom Time? Bang. Could you have any message? Could you please make something go off or walk up the stairs? If there's anybody here with us, please make some kind of noise.
Can you bang on the wall, please, or the window?
Please make some kind of thud.
Can you bang inside that cabinet there? Can you move one of the doors? Make the door shut. You made a noise earlier. Can you do it again? What was that?
That was my phone.
Oh, okay.
Look.
So what happened, Joshua?
Okay, so I was here when you were doing the dice session, and some of these lights, these purple ones, changed to a red, and then they changed to a green. Like up here, some of these ones up here changed. Like 3 of these in a row changed. Right when Melissa said the word Edward, right along these 3 right here, these changed different colors.
So these lights. So when we were doing the spirit box.
Yes.
Not spirit box. We're doing the spirit dice session with
yes.
our psychic medium.
Yes. Right when
And she was picking up the name Edward and said the name.
It is less
That's when the lights changed color.
Yes, sir. And I believe.
And what color were they previously?
They were purple. Look, there was a blue right there. It just
Okay.
changed over. The minute that Melissa said Edward, it changed from
Yeah, and I
purple
noticed.
to a blue.
Now, what about the ones down here? I noticed some blinking going on down here a little
Yeah,
bit.
looks like there's something.
There's
here.
2 of them that are going off. There's one at the very bottom
Yeah, and what's crazy is.
that's
Could
blinking
you
on
please
and
set
off.
more of these for us, please? This one changed to blue, just like it did before. Right when Melissa said Edward, like 2 of them changed
Let's
in
see
a
if I
row.
can get that right there.
Yeah, that's
There's that one on the bottom that's going off.
Yeah, it's crazy.
See that? And then there's one like, looks like a yellow light that's
Yeah.
going on and off. Those 2.
We'll move these down to the next 20 steps when we go down.
Can you change the rest of these lights? Make the rest of these lights start blinking? Some spirit activity in here?
And the nice thing is the body camera was rolling.